All right, welcome back, everyone. My name is MJ. Welcome to MJ Hokage, the channel. And we got another doozy for you today. We got Japanese versus English Pokemon card sets. Today, we have Paldea Evolved, which was a culmination of all three of these Japanese sets. Probably that's why everyone loves Paldea Evolved. There's so many great cards in this set. And today, let's look at the Japanese cards and see how much value they have in each of these three sets. And let's look at Paldea Evolved and how that compares to its Japanese counterpart. So, I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe. Any comments or thoughts, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. All right, so Paldea Evolved currently going for $99 on pricecharting.com, and I've seen some sales on TCG Player for $95, so that's really great. It's really awesome to have a good set for a good value price, The good thing about, growing a collection is learning when to buy cards at the cheapest price. That way, you got a good deal and you don't have to worry about losing money or not having enough money to invest in your collection or anything. So it's really awesome when you have a great set for a good price. Now, let's look at Paldea Evolved's counterparts in Japanese. It was split into three. So, we have Clayburst, Snow Hazard, and Triple B. Clayburst right now is going for $95 on pricecharting.com. However, PokeNE, which is a great business, a great entrepreneur, it's selling for $149 right now on PokeNE, but you're getting great product, and he's going to take care of you. And so I haven't bought from PokeNE. I've been like super close every time, and then, excuse me, and then I just wait, I just wait on it. And I just try to wait and decide, do I really need this set? Can I wait on it? Will it get cheaper? And so that's always a decision we all gotta make, isn't it? And so, however, on Japan Trading Card Store, Clayburst, you could get it right now for $113. So you're saving about what is that? $35, $34, $36. So yeah, Japan Trading Card Store. I haven't bought from them, but from what I can tell, they have lots of cards and a great selection. And yeah, so I haven't bought from them yet, but I'm thinking about it, for the future, just knowing like, hey, like I could get these sets from all sorts of places. But again, do your due diligence. Find out where you want to get these cards and do you really want to get them and why. So, let's go ahead and continue. Now we got Snow Hazard. $63 right now. Currently, price charting is showing that that's what it's selling for. However, the Japan Trading Card Store has this set for $80. Notice right here that $80 for Snow Hazard, and it came out pretty much the same time as Clayburst, but Clayburst is going for $113 on the same website. Probably has to do with value. I mean, that's what I'm guessing, but we're going to find out here today. And then on Triple B, you have the starters and their evolutions. Super fun set. I haven't opened it, but from doing my research, the cards look pretty cool. So right now we have price charting. We have the set going for $77 on pricecharting.com, and on TCG Player it's going for $104. On eBay it's selling for $77. And on Toys One Japan, Triple B is selling for $83. So again, always do your research on who you're buying from. Do they have good reviews? Can you trust the seller? It's very important that you just do your research, and it's also pretty nice knowing that you can get a deal from somewhere, or knowing, hey, this person for sure their cards are authentic, and you can trust in that business. So it's really good to do your research and find out who do you want to buy from. Sometimes it depends on value or the relationships you may have with them, or you're a frequent buyer or a new buyer and there's a discount applied. There's so many different reasons why to buy from certain buyers. And so yeah, we're going to see how can Paldea Evolved fare off against Clayburst, Snow Hazard, and Triple B. Let's get into Paldea Evolved and see which cards are the best, and then we'll look at the 9s and the 10s. Alright, right here for Paldea Evolved, Iono taking the dub. She is the queen right now for this set. But Magikarp not too far off at $71. The Iono right now in a single card, that card is worth $83 without being graded. The Iono Ultra Rare, $33. The Chien-Pao Special Illustration Rare, a low $22. Tyranitar, the Illustration Rare, $19. I have right here, it's raw. These are the raw prices. You could grade these cards, and if you get a good grade, you could keep them as an investment or in your collection, or you can flip them, meaning that you could sell them for a profit. Now, again, it costs like $20 to $35 per card to grade because of the shipping and the insurance. And yeah, so these are the top 4 cards or 5 cards in the set. And Iono right there at $83, but the Magikarp close behind at $71. And then again, that's my cat back there. And then again, on pricecharting.com, $99 for this set. And but TCG Player right now, it is selling for $95. All right, let's look at these cards in more detail, and let's look at those 9s and let's look at those 10s. I love getting to see these cards, especially when I don't have them, and just looking at a few scans and just trying to check them out and figure out like how great they are, how much do I like them, you know, happy that people have them. I have seen them on eBay or Mercari, and these cards look honestly really great. Scarlet and Violet is, I think, a wonderful era to get back into the hobby. So right here we have the Iono trainer card going for $84. And a PSA 9, if you were to grade it and get a PSA 9, it's $113 in value right now. And then the PSA 10 right now in the market, $349 for this Iono. Super great card, looks awesome, and it's just awesome to know that cards like these can just, even in English, just be really popular and really valuable, especially when they're graded. So Paldea Evolved is just, look at these numbers. Like, people love this set. There's just so many cards you can get, and the top cards in this set look amazing and they're very valuable. So yeah, the PSA 10, $349 right now. And then we have this Magikarp, $71 raw. A PSA 9, unfortunately, is only $74. Kind of not worth it in a PSA 9. But the PSA 10 is valued right now at $325. Now, this card surprised a lot of people. They didn't expect it to be this popular and this just a runaway great card. But you got the Gyarados in the back. This Iono, you got all this stuff going on. The little Eevee milk caramel thing. You got the Pikachu pancakes. Amazing artwork. So the PSA 10 for that Magikarp, $325 of value right there if you get it in a 10. Then we have this Iono supporter trainer card, super rare card, $34 raw. In a PSA 9, it's valued at $31, so you're losing some money there. But the PSA 10, $121. Now let's look at the next cards. Chien-Pao EX, going for $22 raw, $22 in a PSA 9, and $75 in that PSA 10. I actually have this card in a PSA 10, Japanese and English, but I bought both of them for around $90, so it lost a little bit of value, but I'll tell you, these cards look awesome in person. So if you can get it now for $22 and it's in good condition, just to have in your collection or to grade it, now is the time, because they're just really, really cheap right now. A lot of these, and Chien-Pao is a secret illustration rare, so it's really hard to pull one of those in a booster box. And then we have that Tyranitar. Look at the jump in PSA 10, 190 in a PSA 10, a PSA 9, 29, and a raw card, $19. Again, you can get these cards raw. Keep them in your collection, or if you want to try and grade them, be sure to do your research through PSA. Look at the conditions and the rubrics on how they grade the cards. I think it's 4. I believe it's edges, corners, surface, and something. Oh, centering. And centering is just, the top and bottom and the left and the right borders. All right. Next, we're going to dive into Clay Burst, and look at that Iono. $577 raw. She is the queen bee of this set. Wow. And then we have the Iono super rare card, and she's just taking all the crowns. $72 raw. And then we have the Tinkaton EX secret gosh, the SAR. Secret, it's not alternate rare card, but secret illustration rare. And then we have the Chi-Yu EX going for $18 right now. And we have the Ting Lu EX going for $13 right now. On pricecharting.com, $95 this set is valued at. However, on Poke.ne, you could buy this set for $149. And on Japan Trading Card Store, $113. $113 for a booster box. You know, you could open it if you want, but keeping it sealed, knowing that they could potentially have an Iono card in it for $577 right now in December 2023. Who knows what will happen next? But that's amazing. I mean, that card's incredible, and Japanese cards do come in pretty good condition and good quality, so the odds of you getting a 10 are probably better than in English. And so, yeah, those are the top 5 cards right there in Japanese. Now let's look at Clayburst, the Japanese set Clayburst in the PSAs. These numbers are, wow, astronomical. This Iono card, $577 raw. A PSA 9 loses some value though at $525. And a PSA 10 gains a whole lot of value in being $973. $973 for a PSA 10 modern card. This card, I don't know if people will ever get over it. It's just really, really nice. I guess one of the most expensive trainer cards, I believe. And then we have the Iono super rare card, what used to be called full art card. $72 raw. A PSA 9 is $94, and a PSA 10 is $193. Again, a whole lot of love in these Japanese sets for Iono. Gosh, Clayburst has got some value. I can see why it's a little more expensive. And then we have the Tinkaton EX card, $19 raw. A PSA 9 is only $20 raw, and a PSA 10 is $43. Kind of drops off after there, doesn't it? But wow. Whole lot of great artwork in this card. And in the Japanese market, yeah, PSA 10, $973 for that Iono. That's insane. Then we have the Chi-Yu EX card going for $18 raw, a PSA 9, $24, and a PSA 10, $46. I don't have it in my collection, but when I looked on eBay, that card looks really nice. I think it looks really, really clean, actually. And it's the illustrator Akira Igawa, who in Obsidian Flames draws the SAR or SIR of Charizard, and in Shiny Treasures and Paldean Fates, Akira Igawa, I'm pretty sure, is the illustrator who not only draws the Charizard from Obsidian Flames, but also the shiny terrestrialized Dark Charizard in Paldean Fates and the Japanese version of Shiny Treasures. So, great artist. Could it go up in the future? Maybe. We'll see. And then we have this Ting Lu EX card going for $13 raw, a PSA 9, $10, and a PSA 10, only $37. Still a super great artwork. I have this card in English and Japanese, and I think it's beautiful. It really is really pretty. All right, next we got the Snow Hazard Pokemon Japanese set. Currently going for $63, valued at pricecharting.com. And then on the Japan Trading Card Store, you could buy this booster box for $80. Right here we have the Grusha taking that crown at $90. The Chien Pao in second place at $59. In third, we have the Grusha Super Rare card, $22. The Squawkabilly at $20. And then the Super Rod, I believe, lower than $20. All right, the Grusha Secret. It's not alternate rare, secret illustration rare, but currently the Grusha is going for $90 raw. A PSA 9 is going for $90 as well, and a PSA 10 is going for $169. That's the most expensive card. $90 raw in this Snow Hazard set. Yeah, that Grusha is pretty nice. The odds of getting an SAR in a booster box, I think you get one. And so she's the top card in this set. Then in Snow Hazard for second place, we have $59 raw for Qian Pao EX. PSA 9, $52 raw. And a PSA 10, $73. This card is beautiful. I have it in English and Japanese. And it's just a terrific card. I really like it. And alright, next we have the Grusha Super Rare card going for $22 raw. A PSA 10, $25. A PSA 9, $25, and a PSA 10, $66. Then we have the Squawkabilly EX card. Looks pretty sick in Japanese, honestly. I think a lot of people like this card. I think it's playable in the TCG. But yeah, currently going for $20. A PSA 9, $15, and a PSA 10, $34. Then we have this Super Rod right here card going for $18 raw. A PSA 9, $35, and a PSA 10, surprisingly, $117. Really too bad if you get that 9. But the 10 looks pretty nice in a 10, I will say. I haven't seen it, but the card looks awesome. Again, the hyper rares aren't as popular, but, you know, it's nice when you pull one. Alright, so Snow Hazard. Next, and finally, we have the Triple Beat Pokemon set. I don't happen to have the prices right here, but we'll look at it for the booster box again at the end. The Dendra SAR going for $142. Again, another queen in the set. The Japanese market just loves the waifu cards. And then we have the Masquerada EX SAR, $65 for that raw card. The Skeledirge EX SAR going for $65. And then we have the Dendra Super Rare going for $25 raw. The Boss's Orders SAR going for $24. And the Magikarp alternate rare going for $23. Maybe it is secret alternate rare for those SARs. Alright, next let's look at the PSAs. Alright, we got a little bit of value. Look at that Grusha. She's stunting on him, you know. She's got a value raw in a single raw card, so not graded at all, just the card. $147 raw. A PSA 9 will get you $176 in value. The PSA 10, $258 in a PSA 10. That's a pretty good amount of value. And again, Japanese cards tend to have good quality. It's never guaranteed for sure, but they tend to have pretty good quality. And then we have this Masquerada EX going for $65 raw, a PSA 9 going for $53, and a PSA 10 going for $85. Then we have the Skeledirge EX. A lot of people really like this card in English and Japanese. It looks pretty cool. All these cards grow on me over time, and it's just chilling in the outdoor mall, you know, just carrying things with its trainer. Super cool. $30 raw, PSA 9, $23, and the PSA 10, $59. Then we have the Dendra Super Rare card going for $24 raw, a PSA 9, $51, and a PSA 10, $62. We have the Boss's Order, $24 raw, and a PSA 9, $3. Loses a ton of value. Super sad for that card. And then PSA 10 going for $53. And then we have this Magikarp card. In English, it's going for like $300 as a 10. But in Japanese, it's only going for $59. A PSA 9 is going for $49. And the raw card is going for $24. Again, the SARs are cool, like this Boss's Order, because it has texture. Whereas the ARs do not have texture, but it has some pretty cool hollow effect on it. And yeah, so before we end this presentation and going over these PSAs, the Triple B top card, $258. So that's one of the sets that's in Japanese. That in Paldea Evolved, all these cards are in Paldea Evolved in English, because Paldea Evolved is a combination of these three sets: Triple Beat, Clayburst, and Snow Hazard. So the top card in Triple Beat 147 raw, 258 in a 10. And then from Snow Hazard, the top card is the Grusha card at $90 raw, $169 in a PSA 10. My favorite is this Chien Pao, and I also like this Grusha right here. Super cool card, I think. And then the top card in Clayburst is the Iono SAR, $577 raw, and a PSA 10, $973 in a modern 2023 card. This card came out earlier this year. That's a whole lot of value. Clayburst. And then comparing that to Paldea Evolve, the top card is $84 for the Iono. The same Iono that's going for, what was it, like more than $84? The PSA 10 of the Iono SIR is going for $349, whereas the PSA 10 in Japanese of the same card is going for almost $1,000. That's incredible. And then we have this Magic card going for $325 as a 10, but in Japanese it's only going for like 50 something dollars. So yeah. So here's an overview again of the prices for these set. We have that Iono, which is a great card. It has like a $300 value raw in this Clayburst set. The best card in Snow Hazard was that Grusha SAR and the Chien Pao, and then in Triple B you have the evolutions. So $113 for Clayburst. Paldea Evolved $99, so a little more expensive than Paldea Evolved, but again, in Clayburst you're not getting the Triple B cards or the Snow Hazard cards. In Paldea Evolved you're getting all three of these sets for the most part, except for a few omits in this set. And the top card isn't even that expensive. It's $80 for the Iono. The most expensive card is $80, where the Iono is like, what was it, $300? So, take your pick. What do you guys think? Is Paldea Evolved better than all three of these sets? Or do all three of these sets have their own special thing going on? Personally, for me, I've been wanting a box of Clayburst, but I just never got it. I never just went ahead and bought it, But super great set. I really love the boxes again. I'm a sucker for the artwork. And again, I only have one Paldea Evolved, but you can get all, if you just want the cards in English, go for that Paldea Evolved. If you like the cards in Japanese, maybe go for one of these boxes or singles. The singles might be expensive depending on the set, but yeah, there you have it. Paldea Evolved versus Clayburst, Snow Hazard, and Triple B. Let me know. Did anything surprise you in these values? Are the PSA values for Japanese cards just way too high? Like, that they're gonna come down? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think these Japanese cards are really worth the hype? Do you think Paldea Evolved's better? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thank you for joining me on my journey. I just started this channel. I'm getting used to recording myself and making these videos. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe and have a blessed day. Thank you. I can't wait to see everyone next time in my next video. And yeah, let me know if there's any videos you want me to do. I'm super excited. I'm working really hard and it's so much fun to be here with all of you. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm MJ, and this is MJ Hokage. Till next time, love you guys. And again, and always, peace.